Hello, and today we are going to be talking about acid-base reactions. You might know a little bit about acids and bases already, but basically, acids are chemicals that will donate hydrogen ions, which are H+ in a chemical reaction, while bases accept these hydrogen ions in a reaction. But how do we know if we are working with acids or bases, you might ask? Well, for that, we use the pH scale. The pH scale is a measure of the concentration of hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions. Hydrogen ions, which are positively charged, H+, like to move towards places which are negatively charged in order to become neutral, hence why they are the hydrogen donators. Because they like to give away their positively charged hydrogen ion, chemicals with a higher concentration of these hydrogen ions are acids. And on the pH scale, they are all below 7. And the higher the concentration of these hydrogen ions in the solution, the lower the number on the pH scale. The opposite holds true for hydroxide ions, which are OH-, which means that they are negatively charged. Hydroxide ions like to receive the hydrogen ions to become neutral. Chemicals which have a higher concentration of these hydroxide ions are bases, and on the pH scale they are above 7. The higher the concentration of hydroxide ions, the higher the number on the pH scale until it gets to 14. Now today we are going to be working with baking soda and vinegar. Baking soda has a base which is known as sodium bicarbonate, and vinegar has an acid known as acetic acid. When these two chemicals combine, they like to form something called sodium acetate, water, and carbon dioxide gas. Now hopefully when we mix these two together in a bottle and seal it, the buildup of carbon dioxide gas will cause the cap to burst and the bottle to go flying. And that is what we are going to be trying to do today. Make bottle rocket. First thing you want to do is put your vinegar in your cup. You want to fill it to it's about halfway. Next step for your bottle rocket, be sure to seal it after you put the vinegar in, so you don't want that to spill. Next, you're going to want to measure about a spoonful of baking soda. After filling up the spoon, you're going to want to dump it in a small paper towel, like this, and then make sure to wrap it up so no baking soda escapes. You're going to use this for later. Next, feel free to decorate your bottle however you want it to make it look the coolest. Next, use 3 pens and some tape to make a base for your rocket. If you feel that you're having trouble making the base for your rocket, feel free to ask an adult for help. In the end, you want it to be able to stand like this. When you are ready to launch your rocket, put the paper towel with the baking soda in the bottle. Quickly put a rubber stopper on it and watch it go into the sky. I first attempted to make my rocket go once with the cap instead of the rubber stopper, and that resulted in a lot of pressure but no burst. I tried it again with the rubber stopper, but the stopper wasn't a great shape for the bottle and it burst too early. This experiment is best done with bigger bottles, and hopefully your rubber stopper is better than mine was. Remember to do this experiment with adult supervision and away from anybody else. Here you can see me throwing one bottle on the ground to show you that a lot of pressure had built up inside.